name's Donald. I farm out here on this land. I raise poultry and I raise meat goats. Right now my chickens, they lay eggs, and next Thursday I've got 60 birds coming for meat that I'll be raising and selling as whole birds. It's really beautiful, just kind of, raising these birds from chicks. Me feeding them, me giving them water, and then they give me eggs. It's really neat. It's, in my opinion, is how it should be, not just getting stuff from the grocery store anytime you want. There's definitely a growing culture of wanting to know where your food's coming from. I usually joke around and say, if you want to know where your food comes from, come to my farm, it'll be pecking at your feet.
What do you feel is changing? Like, do you see changes in, like, you've worked with the farmers market for how many years?
I've been working with the farmers market since '08 when we first got it off the ground, and are really beginning to see a groundswell in community awareness, and I think we're really at the verge of just starting to build a strong local foods culture. And in thinking about this, in terms of culture, it's what people experience through their senses, the sense of taste, smell, touch, and so forth. And I think one of the things that we can do to build a local foods culture is to reach out to people through their taste buds.
Do you feel like there has been a growth of the amount of farmers selling at the market and the response of the customers and clientele in Shelby responding to it?
Yes, and I think that's been a matter of just creating awareness. It's not that people just know that there's a farmer's market available. They're beginning to appreciate all of the benefits of eating locally, the environmental benefits, the health benefits, the social and economic benefits as well.
You do feel like there has been an increase of business, not only because of your product, but also because of an awareness for culture.
Yeah, I think it's a growing trend. If you go to Asheville and you see the local businesses, they actually post locally owned and operated. I think that would be a good idea for us. But we knew that would be a niche that would make or break us. That people would support local people.
So do you feel like there is an increase of local culture and the local awareness?
Absolutely, I do. From the time I moved here until now, there's a big increase.
What do you feel like on the national scale? Do you feel like it's also being recognized across the country? You mentioned Asheville.
Yeah. I do research every day, whether it's recipes or trends. And the locavores, I think is the term they use, is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. People want to know who's preparing their food, who's growing their food, versus being shipped and handled by anybody all over the world. But it is becoming a bigger and bigger trend.
Very good.
So you definitely feel like the overall culture of desiring something different, something less corporate.
Absolutely. When I left Shelby in 2000, and came back in 2008, everything's totally different. I think in between that stretch, the culture of Cleveland County has changed dramatically.
Awesome. Define local culture, or define culture.
Define culture. To me, culture is anything that sets a group of people apart, whether it be traditions or religion or artistic thing like music or art in general. Local culture, I think within any local culture there's probably tons of other small cultures. Like in Shelby, there's all the different cultures of the different races. There's the different cultures of the different religions. There's local food culture.
Do you feel like the expansion of like the local foods market? Do you think it's built additional? Like, do you think it's built more community?
Definitely. I mean, anytime people are coming together on something that they agree on, friendships are formed and unity is established through friendships. So